welcome. Good afternoon and happy Aloha Friday from the School of Information at San Jose State University. We're here at beautiful Mitchell Park Library, part of the Palo Alto City Library System, and we are proud to bring to you a live stream of our Technology Library of Things. Today we're going to introduce you to what the iSchool Library Technology Integration Lab is, and then we're going to go through a full and hopefully interesting set of technologies that we believe are relevant for libraries now and into the future. But before I go any further, my name is Dr. Anthony Chow. I'm the director of San Jose State's iSchool, and I want to introduce you to my conspirators in crime, Rosine, Irene, and Tyler, who you will get to know very well in just a few minutes. I can't see. Why don't you stand by? Yeah, we can see. There you go. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, so we're going to first introduce you to what the Library Technology Integration Lab is. Then we're going to talk a little bit about hologram technology and the hologram pyramids that are a very inexpensive way to create interesting hologram displays. Then we're going to go in depth in virtual reality. So we're going to show you the MetaQuest, formerly the Oculus Quest 2, and then we are going to use that device to then explore browser-based virtual reality called Mozilla Hubs. And then I'm going to talk to you about Vario, which has built-in eye scanning in data analytics, and we're going to show you that feature. Then we're going to go into mixed reality, and that is going to be using the HoloLens headset. And then we're going to show you some augmented reality, newer technology called living pop-ups. Then we are going to talk about a mini drone that you can use inside called the Tello. And then finally, we're going to go over, I think, 4 different types of robots. Again, a great program that Palo Alto has here. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit about why technology is important for libraries today. Well, first of all, we have a saying in usability and user services in general that we always want to pay attention to where the patrons are, right? And so one of the trends that has been occurring over the last decade and has really accelerated is the decrease in physical visits and print circulation as digital access continues to increase. Interestingly enough, as physical visits and print circulation decline, they're not declining as rapidly as digital access and circulation is increasing. So what that means is that many libraries are being used more than ever due to the increase in digital access. Non-users consistently report technology as one of the ways to increase access and relevance to libraries. So having done community assessments all across the country, one of the things that's always high on how can libraries increase their relevance, technology is always one of those. And we like to say tech helps unlibrary the library, and we hope to say that in 10 years that's not going to be the case. Mixed reality is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to meet new patrons, to introduce new ways of experiencing and accessing information, and certainly in all parts of digital access, organization, preservation, and literacy, technology is a huge part of that. And most importantly, we believe that digital access and digital literacy must be equal and have both be equal and have free access for all. Finally, libraries will remain the hub of our community. So technology is just another part in our toolkit that will continue to, in many ways, accelerate the fact that we are providing services both inside and outside of our libraries. And so we must remain agile, relevant, and brave. And part of the goal of the LTI lab is to get you comfortable with technology so that if you want to use it, you can in the future. So quickly, I want to give you a quick tech tip. So if you use the Google browser, you'll see the share link in the top right corner, and you can create a QR code for any website that you're on. Why QR codes? Well, in particular for presentations, people can get access to the website that you are showing or your slide deck at a click of their phone. And so QR codes are, again, part of the paperless, a move to the paperless environment that many places are seeing. So a quick tip there, you can create a QR code through your Google browser at a click of a button. All right, let's talk about the LTI lab. So the iSchool is already the leading MLS provider in the nation. And in 2021, we accounted for 13% of all MLS students in the country. And so we have a responsibility to make sure that our students in the future of our field are competent in digital literacy. We're also situated in the middle of Silicon Valley and also have friends like Palo Alto. And so we own the moniker of being Silicon Valley School of Information. And we pride ourselves in being leaders in technology and technology integration and sharing what we learn with the field. We need partners to pilot technology in applied library settings as a fully online program. So as we have access to a lot of technology, we are constantly looking to work with partners like Palo Alto, and we now have a new partner in Dover, Delaware, where we work with them on integrating and studying the use of innovative technology. Palo Alto City Library is our first strategic partner. We buy the tech, we check it out to them, and then we help study the impact and its value. So part of our goal is to do the work and fight through the struggles and use of technology. Hopefully you're probably gonna see a lot of that today, so that you don't have to. And then what our goal is to do is provide use cases, types of technology, prices, places to order, and also curriculum so that you can do your own programming with this technology. So we just wanted to kind of show you where we are. So we probably could have zoomed in a little bit more, but here we are in beautiful Palo Alto, which is just south of San Francisco, and also very close to San Jose. And that is a picture of the Mitchell Park Library. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is talk about hologram technology. And so Irene Miller, who you're going to meet in virtual reality in just a second, helped put together a lot of this information. So why holograms? Well, holograms is an easy way to get attention. So whether you're at a booth at a conference or a program, a community program, hologram is an inexpensive way to turn your phone into a hologram projector, right? And so as you can see here, it is a $8 plastic pyramid that you can put on top of your phone to create very beautiful holograms. And the good news is that on YouTube, there are an endless number of VR or holograms that you can use and access for free. Why would we want to do that? Well, the next thing is certainly digital literacy. So the hologram and how you can turn your phone into a hologram projector really provides an endless number of STEM-related activities and really a jumping off point for STEM-related skills. And then lastly is, again, presenting information in a different way. So now that we have virtual reality, now that we have increased robust hologram technology, we can present things in three dimensions, which means that you can create a projection of yourself, and you can basically be talking eye to eye with people in all 360 degrees. And this here are some examples of some of the robots that you're going to see, and also our LTI lab. And again, you can kind of see the LTI logo appearing in the middle of that pyramid. Certainly, in terms of seeing the full effect, you want to make it eye level if you can. So this is just an example of some of the workshop programming that we are going to, our website is not up yet, but it'll be up any day now. And we will have a full set of workshop programming on our website so that you can use holograms for STEM programming. And again, this gives you examples. And we have a quick video. So you can create the hologram effect using PowerPoint. So as you can see, all you need is 4 images. And so you can do that with both photos and video to create that hologram effect. So nice job, Irene. And this is just a screen capture. If you go to YouTube and search by hologram videos, you can see an endless number of videos that are available to you for free. And again, beautiful things like butterflies, and of course fun things like SpongeBob. So. Okay, so now we are going to start our discussion and experience in extended reality. So before we turn it over to Rosine to show you virtual reality using the MetaQuest, let's just give you some quick definitions. So XR is really the rubric of all the other R's, right? So we call that extended reality, and it's really an umbrella term where we're using technology to change or extend our reality. So the first one, I'm going to start off with augmented reality, which is basically physical or real world with an overlay of digital elements. So again, I'm going to show you the living pop-up books where it's a print book, and that we're going to use our phone to essentially liven and have characters pop up literally out of the book. Mixed reality, we're going to be using the HoloLens 2. Mixed reality basically means that you can see reality or in reality while you have a digital presence with you. So in this case, you're going to see Tyler demonstrate the amazing things that we can do with mixed reality, including mobile reference, and then also a unique way to deliver story time. And then finally, virtual reality, that's what most people kind of go to with the goggles, right, or the headsets. And so obviously when you have the headsets, you are now cut off largely from physical reality, and you are now in a whole new world. And again, we're going to show you that in just a second. All right, are we ready? I'm seeing a lot of, now remember, we can demonstrate that too, yes. Tyler, yeah. The casting, yeah. Okay, all right, so we are going to now talk both about virtual reality, but then also all of the different tech elements involved in virtual reality. And so let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Tyler, to you now.
All right, Tyler, we're over to you and Rosine. So what are we doing here, Tyler?
What I'm trying to do, attempting to do it in any case, is I'm trying to connect this up to casting, but it doesn't seem to be as well as I would like.
Of course, like most things going live, we practice this, and it worked. And then once we go live, we have challenges. No. But that's okay too. Okay,
so there's something went wrong, so we are going to try again.
Okay, so
Let's
there's
try
the
this
link.
Again.
Yeah. I think you just have to refresh the casting page.
That's what I did. Yeah. Yes. So.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
okay, good.
I'll hand it up to Rosine.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Tyler.
And Rosine, before you jump in, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Sure. Hi, I'm Rosine Binger. I am one of the team members at the LTI lab, and we are proudly presenting this live video to you just to make this technologies much easier for you. And here we go. So first off, I would like to walk you through the boundary that you need to set it up first. This is how the boundary, as you can see, there is a circle just around me that make me just work to this. If I go outside of the circle, you are not in the metaverse anymore. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
need to just stay here.
And Rosine, the other thing, of course, is boundaries. Because you have the headsets on, you cannot see, and so we don't want to be walking into TVs or walls or couches. So keeps you safe.
Exactly. Yep. First of all, I would like to walk you through the console, how it works, and what is what. So here we have the setting. This is the Wi-Fi. You have to log in to Wi-Fi. And this is the just regular icons that you are familiar with. And here, when you click setting, you have the Bluetooth option where I paired this so that you can just cast it on the screen. And going back here on the Explore, here you have all kinds of options like entertainment, social, new, and more on Meta Quest, gaming, fitness, and productivity. And this is the store. And sometimes, yes, so that's the people icon. And that's the sharing button. And that's how we are casting. And you can take photos, you can record your video as well. Here, so this is the setting button. This is the browser button that I'm going to walk you through. Oops. Update later. Yes, there it is. So this is like this is your browser basically. We're going to go to the different Mozilla hubs later on, just in a second, and this is the TV icon. And here you're going to see an Oculus library, a wide range of library where you can find lots of video, 3D videos, different types of resources. And we saved some of that for you here. One is the Artemis space station. So here we go. So
Lifts our consciousness in our mood. I would love to think that humans are spending more time out in our solar system.
And keep in mind that Rosine is in a fully immersive space, so she's 360 degrees. You can't, of course, see that on the TV, but we just wanted to show you what she sees. 360 degrees.
Where we are in space, because there is a lot out there, I believe, that the universe has to teach us.
It is just an amazing time to be in the space business. So we're going to look back in the history books and say that was the moment.
So first and foremost, obviously, having the headsets allows people to travel and to places where they could not physically go.
I'm going to stop here and oops. Okay. Here there is another video I'm going to show you. And so if you like this kind of adventure, you're going to love this experience.
So who doesn't want to go skydiving, right? And now you can do it from the safety of your own headset. Oh, zip lining. Okay. And again, you can see how Rosine is turning around. She's seeing the whole thing. Have Tyler. Just refresh. Yeah, it lost it. Yeah. It's fine. So we'll, Rosine,
That's my hands you are seeing.
let's have her, yeah. Just Rosine. Yeah. Rosine. Yeah, we have to recast. Yeah. So we weren't intending to show you the tech troubles, but in this case, the internet, the wireless here can be a little bit unstable, and so what happened is our laptop is connected to the headset so so you could see what she's seeing, and because my laptop lost access to the internet, the streaming link was broken, and so we had to interrupt Rosine. Sorry, Rosine, who was having a great experience. We had to interrupt just so that she can reconnect to the laptop. And so what Dan is doing now is she's actually going to a more secure link. So we're using a MiFi now, and that should hopefully prevent that from happening again. So one of the things always when using technology are tech issues, right? And so that really is part of using technology for any kind of educational purpose. But we have such a strong team here that really, again, technology difficulties does not faze us. And of course, when you have Dan here, she's an expert, and of course, our two wonderful students. So, yeah, great job.
You're back on now.
Okay.
All right,
Are we
Rosine is
casting?
back on.
Yeah, we're back on.
Okay, good. All right. So,
And you can talk now, Rosie.
so
Okay, and Rosine is going back to, what do you want to show? You want to show maybe an ocean or?
so this is where I'm trying to go now. It's yes, here it is. So did we do that?
The zip
the
line,
zip
yeah.
line?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
We did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Go to the ocean.
Yeah, it's through the ocean.
so let's go to the wild immersion. So here again, you can see the circle around me. That's our boundary, and we need to stay here. You sometimes tend to walk, physically walk, but if you walk, so you're out of the circle, you are out, and you are out of the metaverse too. So we shouldn't do the physical walk and just stand here.
wish we all could
So
be there.
imagine you are in a classroom and students can watch this, experience this immersive environment where fish just swim around you.
And for those of you that snorkel,
And because
Um,
I'm holding the handle, you can see my hand here.
and so for those of you that snorkel, getting a shot like this is priceless. And even if you scuba dive, getting shots of nature like this underwater is very difficult. How do you feel, Rosine?
She's probably here.
She's in a moment. In a moment.
Imagine seniors, for example, not being able to walk. You are taking them to some places like this. Such an experience.
Yeah, many people that can't swim either, right? So, and you don't have to worry about sharks in VR.
And here they are going. You are going to see lots of fish now. Look at them.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Whale shark, yeah.
And let's go down. And you can see my hand.
Can you reach out your hand?
Touch. And just in case if you're wondering about the personal use or the use of VR in libraries, you can literally just use them for experiences. So you can create your own dream vacation using virtual reality. And again, be put in positions and see things that you wouldn't be able to see even if you did take a vacation. They can't see me, right?
And I'm going to stop here again to show you another one. And this is our final video that I'm going to present. And here is a volcano taken by a drone. And here we are watching the volcano explode.
how wonderful we can go to a volcano that closely without any danger.
Exactly. So,
We're going to go to Mozilla Hubs now, Rosie?
we can go to Mozilla Hubs, or I can just show the first steps.
Oh, yeah, yes. Actually, yes. Rosita's going to show you some of the other things that you can do in virtual reality using what's called First Steps, which is an orientation module in MetaQuest. And maybe you should dance for us, Rosie.
So how can are you hearing well?
Yeah, we can hear.
Is the voice coming well?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, the sound register is really good.
Okay, good. Then, checking our boundaries here.
Welcome to Oculus. After this tutorial, you'll be ready to explore. It's time to learn about your Oculus Touch controllers. Now, try pressing all of the glowing buttons with your thumbs. Try moving the thumbsticks around. The thumbsticks can also be pressed like buttons. Press them in until you feel them click. Next, use your index fingers to squeeze the triggers on your controllers. Locate the grip buttons and squeeze them with your middle fingers. Now let's see what your virtual hands can do.
Because they can see it.
Oh, actually,
To make a fist, squeeze the
perfect,
grip with
yeah.
your middle finger and hold it down. To point, keep squeezing the grip and just lift your index finger. Now use your index finger to push the button in front of you. To pick up an object, squeeze and hold the grip button with your middle finger. Try reaching out and grabbing one of these blocks. Release the grip button to drop it. Your virtual hands can do just about anything. Go ahead, play with some of these items.
Nicely done. So Rosine is demonstrating a lot of the psychomotor.
and in no time you're going to be expert at this, like the iPhone, right?
Yeah, of course. But you can, of course,
So,
emulate a lot of
This
psychomotor
is my biggest
skills.
challenge. So just so you know, just giving you a heads up. Here you go.
Hitting the ball, all right, yes.
And they're going to give me another one now. There it is. I'm going to grab it. Yes. There
Yeah,
you
there you
go.
go.
Yay. And
Looks like you're getting the hang of it. Here's a few more to try.
so and then so this is how you hold, you pull. Let's try another one. This is a good tutorial to get used to the handles, how we use the instructions.
So each joystick has several buttons, and so like Rosine said, the orientation allows you to become familiar with what each button does.
So I'm going to make a fist and then do this.
Nice.
When you're ready to explore some new VR worlds, insert a cartridge into the console.
So these are the different cartridge you can try, but it's going to take us a long time, so we're not going to do that. But there are so many things you can do with the MetaQuest, including fitness or watch a documentary, any types of...
Fighting Darth Vader with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
All right, Rosine, you ready to go to Mozilla Hubs?
Yep. So
All right, so Rosine is going to now start connecting to what we call Mozilla Hubs. And you're going to meet Irene Miller there, along with some of our other outstanding graduate assistants in virtual reality. Now, Mozilla Hubs is browser-based, so it is developed by the Mozilla company, the same ones that created really the original browser, and like all of their products, free and open source. I think just hit the Oculus button. Yeah, on your joystick. Yeah. Hold on one second. It's just the Oculus button. Let me see. This should be this button.
okay. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, quit. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Chow.
Oh, no problem.
See, it's not sometimes easy, but you get used to it, and it's...
Yeah, Rosine is fearless.
So, now let's go to... Let's go to our browser, and let's go to our bookmarks. So here we have different bookmarks we want to present to you. And let's start with our LTI lab. And we're going to meet Irene here. Loading, entering the room. Here we go, joining the room.
So if you've never tried Mozilla Hubs, one of the keys here is that it's literally just a hyperlink. So you could open it up in your browser and then be in virtual reality.
So here we are. I'm going to turn around. And this is our logo, LTI Lab.
All right, why don't you say hello to the team? I see a lot of familiar faces.
Hello, Tyler. Hi, Irene.
Hey, Rosine, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Nice.
So why don't you get a little closer, Tyrene? Yeah.
Bethany and Katie here too.
Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Bethany. Welcome to our lab.
It's Callie, if you can hear me. Oh,
Hi, Callie. Yes.
okay. Everybody says it wrong. I'm Hellboy over here.
Great.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. Thank you, Callie. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. So, it's a teamwork.
So, Rosine, why don't you maybe ask someone to talk about our use of
Oops.
Mozilla
Yeah.
Hubs?
I'm back.
What's
Yeah.
really fun about this is that we can all pick our own avatar and change how we look like here. I'm just saying that's not what.
Hold on one second. Could you get closer to Rosine? We can't hear you, Irene.
Protect your cat in real life? What?
Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, Bethany is the director for online learning for the high school. So we want to make sure she knows how to introduce she's here with us. And she's also the head of the VR team for the school.
Can you hear everyone, Dr. Chow?
Can you move closer to
Yeah.
Irene?
So in Mozilla Hubs, it is based on distance, and so we've asked Rosine to get closer to the speakers so that we could hear them a little bit better.
In chat, Bethany said this is exactly what I look like in real life. That's what we're juggling about.
Yeah, the
Okay.
resemblance is remarkable, Kelly.
100% me too. This is exactly what I look like.
All right. Well, Irene, why don't you start, and then maybe if you can introduce the other, both Bethany and Callie, and have them talk a little bit about our work as well. But why don't you start, Irene, as our third member of the dynamic trio of the LTI lab student assistants.
Callie,
Rosie, can you ask?
Callie, I think we all need to come closer so that because I have the microphone, and if you also come next to me, so we are all closer to each other.
Okay, Rosie, we didn't hear what Dr. Chow said though.
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't hear him.
Sorry, I'm a little bit far away from the microphone. I was going to say, Irene, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your role in the lab, and then why don't we have Bethany and Callie talk about all the work we are doing in Mozilla Hubs.
Okay, I caught Irene talk and lab.
So Dr. Chow wants all of us to introduce ourselves and what we are doing in different Mozilla Hubs.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
hi, my name is Irene. I don't have hands to wave at you. I just have a head. But I am the third member of the Info 298 LTI lab team. And one of my jobs on this team was to create this Hubs room, which is an online interactive collaborative space that can be accessed through obviously MetaQuest or through a browser. Easy entry, don't have to even have an account. You can just jump in and interact with people online.
Great, thank you, Irene. And
You did
Betty.
a great job with this room, Irene. It's beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
thanks.
And Kelly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Callie Gifford. I'm the lead student for the VR team for the iSchool. I work directly with Bethany with all things virtual reality. I'm chuckling if Bethany is like, I don't need to talk. She's fine. She should talk. You should talk, Bethany. She always is the most brilliant person with all things VR in the room, so she always has a lot to add. But I work with her, and I work.
Turned off. Just press it. Yeah, press the button again.
Here?
Yep.
Minutes. We're gonna jump around and see some other spaces. But yeah, that's basically what we do.
Thank you, Kelly.
Inviting me to this tonight.
Of course, thank you for joining us. And Bethany?
Can you get closer to Bethany? So
I don't really need to talk. Hi,
Okay.
you guys.
Okay, I'm closer to you, so I can. I just came closer to you, so the microphone would work better. So Bethany, would you like to talk about the Mozilla Hubs, different Mozilla Hubs that we're going to jump in pretty soon?
Sure. I'll go ahead and put my, I don't know if you can see my web camera. I'm going to try and put it behind me maybe or something. Oh, my cat's behind me too. I just wanted live stream and show your computer. You can do traditional presentations. There's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. You don't really need to see me
Yeah, Rosie, can you stop?
in here or my cat. But yeah, this is really cool technology, and I think it's a lot more fun than being in a Zoom session. And there's a lot of things that we can do to collaborate, work together. We can have a bunch of decentralized rooms, all connected. Everybody can create their own rooms, but we can share this space and jump from people's room to room, or you can change the scene on the fly. So if this was my room and I created several different scenes, I could just change the scene right here and right in front of you doing a virtual tour. So there's a lot of potential. That's it. I'll stop talking.
I just wanted to point out one thing too. Rosine had said she was going to get closer for the audio. The audio in Hubs is spatial, so the closer you are to someone, the louder their voice is going to be. And if you move further away, which you probably can tell, maybe the sound quieter as I move farther away
Okay.
from Rosine. So
Yes.
it makes a big difference, and it helps when you have that, because you can have smaller little groups. If you're in a big space like this, you can have a small group in one corner and another group in another corner, and you can be having separate conversations, and you're not going to be overlapping one another or messing with each other's conversations. So it's a nice feature to be able to hold group activities or do, like Bethany mentioned, group collaborative work.
Thank you, Kelly, for the explanation. So as we move,
So another cool feature is that you can have several different types of media in a room also. Like she said, with collaborating on something, actually have YouTube videos that you can play and watch, but you could share a document that people could work on together. But you're not just limited to one form of interaction or one form of media. You can integrate things into this space pretty easily to interact. And I was going to show you really quick. You can actually even add things. Just let me, like, I don't know if you can see this.
woohoo!
You see that box in front of you?
Yes, we are seeing. Yes.
So I just added. Coming on your end. So I just added a drone to this room. It looks like it's.
It takes a second to load.
There it is.
Are you seeing it on your end?
Yes,
Yes,
we
nice
are.
touch, Irene. Yeah, it looks great.
So it's kind of cool. You can just pop in here and then you can take pictures.
Nice cat.
And even draw. Which is typically not something you're allowed to do in a library. They get cranky drawing the walls.
This is Jonesy, my cat.
And
Anyways, this particular Hubs room though is just designed to showcase some of the technologies that we're using in the LTI lab, and it also includes
Jonesby.
LTI, Palo Alto, our partners, and then also some other Hubs rooms
Yeah.
made by Bethany and others.
Hi, Jones V. I'm waving. And we can just text also each other messages. As you see, it's here. So as we will be teleporting to other Mozilla hubs, let's come closer so that we can keep hearing each other.
You guys ready to jump to the next room?
Let's go next.
Rosie, ready to jump?
So next we will go to we can go to Dr. Chow's resume, Dr. Chow's room, and
Irene, you gonna make a portal for that?
I don't have one in here right now. Can I add that while I'm in Hubs, or do I need to do that in Zoom?
Okay. Just put it into chat and use the magic wand.
Ah,
The link.
okay. Hold tight.
So Tyler is saying do it live.
Okay. So do you see that on the wall right there?
Yeah, make it a little bigger for us.
Yeah.
And then can you pin it? This temporary?
Can I make? How do I make it bigger?
You hold your mouse over it and push the space bar,
Mm-hmm.
then you can drag and make it bigger. Drag the little arrow.
So what the amazing team is doing right now is they're creating a portal so everybody can go into the same room together, which is what they're doing.
I did it too. We're editing it at the same time.
It's good live programming, guys. Nice job.
Can you pin it so it doesn't disappear when we all try and jump through?
I can edit it.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you can, Bethany. I didn't ask you to permission, so that.
Oh, I have permission to edit.
Oh, that's right. You do have permission.
Well, Bethany, we all know you're special.
Actually, somebody did just pin it, because it's pinned. So you go over there, everybody click on the room and we'll all jump and, yeah.
Okay.
See you over there.
So here we go. So
So Rosine is going to go to a virtual reality resume. So part of the experimentation with this technology is to take my resume or my CV and put it in virtual reality. So you might be asking why. Well, there are many reasons.
hello everyone.
Almost like time travel.
So here we are at Dr. Chow's room, and
So Rosine, why don't you go out to the observation deck?
let's go to the observation deck
There.
here.
Yeah.
There it is.
So one of the things that you can see is that in adding the third dimension allows us to add different parts of our personality, right? And so one of the things I wanted to do is make sure that we situated my work experience in a beautiful outdoor environment. And you can see, again, the mountains, snow-topped mountains with crystal clear water.
And sometimes it doesn't work, so we have to just wait. There's a
And, and sometimes you can get stuck.
yep.
There
it
you
is.
go.
Yeah.
And so obviously, using a third dimension, you can add bits of your personality to express yourself in different ways. And so it's just a pilot right now. We are doing usability testing, and she received a lot of feedback, one of which was people afraid that they would fall off the platform. But the good news, and we'll put some signage in the next version, good news, you cannot fall off the platform in Mozilla Hubs.
Mm-hmm. How do you like the hub, Bethany? Let's come.
I love it. It's really well done. Who built this one?
Who
Do you know?
who built this one, Dr. Chow?
Yeah, this is Lynn and Molly. Yeah. So the coffee machine doesn't work because it produces coffee cups that become ginormous and start spinning around. But anyone that knows me knows I love coffee.
Mm-hmm. Shall we go to another hub?
Yeah, why don't you go to the...
Yeah. Irene, do you want to come closer to us so we can hear?
Rosine, why don't you go to the student conference library?
to the student conference
Yeah.
hub. Bethany, would you like to make a portal for the students conference?
Yeah, sure.
Students conference 2022.
Okay, right over here.
So as they're creating the portal, one of the other things that will be added to this room and other rooms will be AI, artificially intelligence-driven avatars. And so what that will enable us to do is actually have avatars in these spaces that can talk to you and have conversations. And so sooner than later, I actually have a full body scan that came out without any hair. And so we didn't include it in the space yet, but soon you'll be able to talk to my avatar in this space, which again, when you think about marketing yourself or explaining yourself professionally and personally, is a wonderful addition.
Is that ready?
Okay, so let's go.
All right, see everybody there.
See everybody there. There you go. And it's working on our browser. We have the URL link here, and this is how it's working. So we're going to click on join room, enter room, and here we are. So I'm going to go closer to them. Hello, hello.
Hey, Rosie.
Hello. Oops. Oh, yeah. Yes, it takes time to load. Dan, you're right. Okay.
So again, I want to emphasize that you can view this with a hyperlink on your computer or your mobile device. But if you are in use a virtual reality headset like the MetaQuest, you are in an immersive environment. So in terms of experiencing, this is a room that was built off the student presentations from last year offered by the college, and this serves as, when working, a good museum and library.
Bethany says that they cannot hear you, Dr. Chow. But
No, that's not.
let's
That's not
let's
true.
not.
It's me. I can't hear him very well.
Oh, Irene.
But the YouTubers will be able to hear, so don't worry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fortnite. That's
Okay.
Rosine, you
It's
guys go
lower
ahead and
on
have
the
you
screen.
lead the conversation.
Sure. So so it's sometimes it's frozen like this. As you can see, it takes time to load. And so it's almost like your Facebook account or your Instagram account. So in no time we will see people building their own Mozilla Hub, and it's best for us to learn this in advance and get used to it, get familiarized, and try to understand how this can work in different librarian field for us. Bethany, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Yes, I can too.
okay. So sometimes it's frozen, so that's why I'm getting disoriented here. Okay, so.
You're doing a great job, though, Rosie. You're doing awesome. It's hard being in, a VR headset and listening to somebody in the room talking to you and then trying to watch the chat. It's monitoring a lot of stuff. You're doing an awesome job.
Thank
Really,
you,
absolutely
thank you.
great.
No, it's a teamwork here. We are all doing great. Thank you so much for your help and support, and all the knowledge we are acquiring from you, Bethany. You are the expert at this. Thank you. And
So, Rosine, how about you just ask everyone to give one final thought on their thinking about the value of Mozilla Hubs, and then we'll go to Tyler. Yeah.
sure. So, okay. So, Dr. Chow, did you hear Dr. Chow? So we'd like to hear from you your thoughts on the Mozilla Hubs, your experience, and Irene, would you like to come closer to us, and so that everybody can have a say? Tyler, you can also come closer to me. Tyler, can you hear me? So. Why don't you start, Bethany? Just what's your thoughts on the Mozilla Hub, and what are the possibilities here for us?
Well, I think, and I've said this before, this is about the easiest way to get acclimated to a virtual environment, and then also to build and customize a virtual environment. You don't need any coding skills. You don't have to learn how to use Blender or Unity. Those kinds of skills, of course, would be great to augment this sort of thing. But this is the easiest way to get involved in learning how these environments work, and it translates across so many other kind of skills and different, industries and, you know, uh, so many different applications for libraries and museums and galleries. And I put in the chat earlier, kids are building in this. I just was, talking to a friend of mine yesterday. I have a colleague who works with middle school kids, and his kids all work in, they've got like an innovation lab. His kids are all building stuff in Minecraft. They all have their own Mozilla Hubs rooms. So young people are growing up in these kinds of spaces, and it is mainstream. And so if we want to really serve the population of the future in the not too distant future, we need to be familiar with these kinds of environments. So this is just a really fun, easy way to really get involved, and it's a lot of fun too.
Yep.
Productive fun, tinkering.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yesterday, my daughters had a lot of fun with that headset, actually. So they are only twin and teen. They are 10 and 12. And it's a great opportunity for elementary, middle school students to learn about this experience. Irene, do you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the opportunity to get to know this programming better. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Spoke, which is what you use to create these pages. But what's really awesome about this is that there are a lot of pre-designed setups, avatars, scenes, and it really is such an easy entry option, I think, for libraries to hold events, because you can just go in and you've got something ready, you pick one that fits what you want, and then you can have multiple people showing up from different locations. They don't have to actually be there in person. And obviously, with COVID, we all learned the benefits of virtual, and this is just a really fun interaction. And I think that spatial sound piece is crucial to have it be a social space, because with Zoom, everybody's voices just kind of pile on top of each other. If most people are talking, but this can be a truly like social space where you can move around and interact with people. So I think it's been great.
Yeah, thank you, Irene. Tyler, would you like to add anything? So I'm going to step here. No. Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, Tyler. And I'm going to turn to Callie. would you like to add anything?
Sure. I just wanted to say that, like Irene, I've had a really great time learning this new technology and really kind of jumped in with 2 feet and have had a great time exploring and learning from Bethany and trying new things. Um, Kind of to her point about, technology and being where we are, being able to meet in spaces like this and having to be better than Zoom. I'm in Virginia. I mean, you can't tell. I could be right next to you, and we're
Yeah.
all in this space. I mean, I am right next to you, literally in this space, and it makes no difference where we are. I could be on the other side of the world, and it wouldn't matter. So this is so much more of an interactive experience, and being able to connect with each other like this, I think is not only the future in general, but definitely the future of libraries, and I think it aligns really well with what we're trying to do as librarians, what we're learning about, working in libraries and museums and archives is our connection with each other and how we continue to learn how to connect and adapt moving forward. And I think this is just one of the many ways that we can do that in a great creative and fun environment. And I know that there are barriers, and like Irene mentioned, she has a love-hate relationship with Spoke. But that's just one of the many things that makes this a fun yet challenging technology and environment to learn. Because I agree there is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you jump in and just kind of deep dive into all the things that you can do and all the applications and ways that you can do that, it just opens the doors to so many other things. This is literally the gateway, the tip of the iceberg, to so many other platforms, programs, things that you can learn and do in these types of three-dimensional environments. I'm just scratching the surface, and I've been doing this for, I think, a year now, Bethany, right? And I still am just scratching the surface on what's available and what we can do. And there's conventions in VR, and it's just the sky's the limit on the things that are available. And so that to me is really the takeaway, is that there is just so much, and it's so exciting. For example, I just did my final project for Dr. Stevens' 287 Hyperlinked Library class as a VR space. And I just think that's so neat to be able to present, my final project, my findings in that way is just another great way, another great tool, to have in your arsenal, in your toolkit. When you move forward, it also makes you more marketable. It's another skill that makes you more marketable going out into the workplace.
Absolutely.
And anything that you have in those toolkits, right, when you leave school, is going to take us, put us head and shoulders above our peers when we're all going out and looking for new jobs, looking for promotion, looking for whatever it is we're looking for. Anything we can have in our toolkit is going to make us a bigger asset.
So here again, I would like to add something. Dr. Chow generously is having many internships for us, MLIS students at SJSU, and I would like to just mention that just go out there and be proactive and be fearless about what you want to do later in your life, and take on a leadership. Just learn about leadership skills, build up your resume about good experience with those internships, and we are just highly recommending everybody to try and learn and experience.
I totally agree. I think that's a great point. I think that's really important to make sure that everybody is, going out there and looking for those opportunities. And if you are watching this and you are interested in virtual reality, the iSchool VR team is more than happy to help. We have, a toolkit that we can send you. We can do one-on-ones and teach you stuff. Just, let us know, and we're more than happy to help in any way that we can. If you're curious, if you have questions, if you want to know more, we're here.
Exactly. If we can do, you can do it too.
100%.
Thank you so much, Callie, Bethany, Irene, and Tyler here for your support. And we are going to close our hubs and just join Dr. Cha for the other technologies coming up.
Thank you, Rosine. Thank you, everyone. Great job.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Okay, so we are going to now just really briefly show you, we are going to be purchasing this new headset in just a second, or just a little bit. This will be, covered a lot. So I think now we are going to actually introduce you to Tyler. And Tyler, Livy is going to demonstrate the HoloLens 2, and it's what's called mixed reality, because these glasses can be both raised over your head, but also these glasses are crystal clear. And so he is now going to show you what can be done in the HoloLens 2. All right, Tyler?
All right, so give me,
And let's get the technology that follow you here.
give us just a moment to get set up here. I think
Yeah, we're out of.
think we might need someone to help me connect on to. I'm just gonna,
Yeah, you'll want to scan to the laptop. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just going to start.
Or no, the TV. You could throw directly onto the TV, right? So yeah.
Yeah, you'll understand what all these weird hand
Perfect.
gestures mean in a moment. Don't worry.
So again, Tyler is demonstrating mixed reality because he is seeing things that we cannot through his device. So
Yeah.
you look like you're about to throw down the force there, Tyler. What the-
I wish, but alas. I think.
All right, the TV is off. Is the TV on?
The TV is on the computer, so I don't know.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Yeah, I think Tyler is just going to throw it onto the TV, not the
Give me a
laptop.
moment
Yeah.
here.
All right. Again, we not meant to demonstrate technology difficulties, but that's also part of the education. So,
Let me just make sure.
so we want to be able to, of course, show you what he is seeing. So,
Yeah. I'm getting it set up right now. Trying to.
is the TV on?
Oh, here we go.
See the button?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Close out of that.
All right. So Tyler is trying to
Trying
cast
to.
the HoloLens onto the TV,
So
which again, as always, it worked before, but.
There we are. Okay.
All right.
To the TV, right? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Should be able to see it momentarily.
Okay,
Yes. It is coming.
Right, there we are.
Yeah.
All right. And one thing.
Okay. Yep. And this is
There
make it
we are.
one
Okay.
screen. Yeah.
Now they get one screen.
Okay.
Great.
So now you can see what Tyler is seeing. So he has all of the,
The whole room.
he has all the
Yeah.
technology in
And wha-
front of him while he can see.
I'm gonna
all
move
this
it
too.
around here so that because otherwise we're gonna have some
Oh,
major.
mirror in mirror.
Yeah.
Am I in the way?
Nope, you're fine.
Okay. All right. So I'll get started with some. Go away.
Okay.
Second. It should have brought
Yes.
me back.
So he is entering the playground.
Trying to. Oh well. Trying to anyway. Let's see. I guess probably I should start with. I need to play.
Probably the hummingbird, right? Playground.
There
There
we
you
are.
go.
All right. So let's go ahead and make this a bit bigger.
And Tyler, can you take a couple steps forward? Just
Sure.
a couple. Right there. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see.
Not too. There we are. All right. So go ahead and start with my. I've been exploring this for just a day, but
So you can see Tyler a little more. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
there we are.
So the hummingbird is following Tyler's hand.
Yeah. So yeah, so you can move and interact with. So I'm seeing both. Well, you're seeing what I'm seeing, both a hologram, but also behind it, the real world. And my interest in this technology stems largely from the fact that I am hearing impaired, and without hearing aids, without technology like this that interacts directly with the real world, I wouldn't be able to hear or interact with you all. So it's, for me, technology is an intimate experience, much more so than perhaps it is for others. But anyway, let's go ahead here, and I'll walk you through the first steps, and then a few other ways you can use it, specifically in a library setting. All right. The first steps. So just to give you a little bit of a rundown on how you would use the HoloLens. Yeah.
So this is HoloLens's orientation, so it shows Tyler the different things that he can do. So again, note the psycher motor interactions with things that actually do not exist. Digital manifestations that only Tyler can see. The HoloLens 2 is widely used in manufacturing now. Most cars now, most machines now are made with worldwide teams collaborating using virtual reality or mixed reality so that they can work on models and blueprints together in virtual space. That was how to use
hand gestures, but there's another option. I will try to go through this a little quicker. To use voice commands. And then select. 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 Select.
So Tyler's making them disappear by selecting them and telling them select.
Settings. Close. What can I say? Face me. Go to start. Close. Go to start. Mixed reality home. Mixed reality home. So one thing you'll notice when using the HoloLens, or at least any or any sort of VR, is that it actually is rather tiring to use something like this. Even just the past couple minutes, I'm actually starting to get a bit tired, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead here and close that. Now next, I want to show you two more things quickly. And the first thing I'll show you, let me go ahead and grab this here. So you would actually be able to read someone a book by using a device like this, an augmented reality device, where you can still see what's around you. Like as you can see, I can, for the most part, be able to go through the book and still read the text and have other people follow along with it.
And Tyler, if I may, so I think one of the use cases that we're going to be testing in the spring is imagine a story time where you do not have to turn the book to the children. They can see the illustration as you're reading. So if you get one of those illustrations in clear view there and just read, and so what we have here is you can see how using the HoloLens we can project the illustration on a screen so that you can point to the illustrations that you're reading about to the children at the exact same time. And we think that one little change may make a big difference in story time of the future, where you don't have to turn the book to show the children. The children can see the illustration that you are talking about in crystal clear vision.
Yeah, and there's one other way you could use this that I will attempt to showcase here. You could also use it for a reference. So since we're at the Palo Alto Public Library, I'm going to go ahead and open up Microsoft Edge. going.
So-
I'm going to.
So as Tyler is pulling up the browser, what we're going to show here is also, with Palo Alto's permission, to test a type of mobile reference. So imagine the librarian of the future wearing a mixed reality device where you can help patrons, you can see clearly, and you can also access resources on the internet, especially the public access catalog, in real time while you're helping the patron. So when we think about mobile references, hand-free references, again, I think it's something, if the internet works well, that can be a wave of the future. So we've tested this before. I wish us luck, but Tyler's going to actually walk out of the room and just go to the stacks right beside our lab here to kind of demonstrate that. So.
Yeah. That.
And in particular, if you have audio voice
Select.
recognition, yeah.
Search. Yeah, there we go. Almost got. It's a little cumbersome to use. Admittedly. Nope. Not one. That's. Let me just go ahead and refresh the page here. It's easier.
So the ideal use case, when of course the technology is behaving itself, is that again, Tyler or any librarian could be walking through the library, seeking a resource that the patron's after, and then again using voice recognition or the invisible keyboard in front of you, you can also find other resources while you're moving around the library.
There we go. All right. So we'll go ahead and look for, I'll use dictation, voice dictation. Oh, there we go. A Dance with Dragons. Stop dictating. There we go. So now you can see the catalog here, and I'm going to go ahead and search for A Dance with Dragons. Oops, not too far there. There we go. Going to go ahead and see what I can find this. Well, it looks like I'll be able to find it over at Mitchell Park Science Fiction Collection.
Okay, so why don't we go
And
find
I think
it?
there is where I may
So
be
again,
able
you're
to find
seeing
something.
him walk out of the library, out of the lab, and look for the book.
There it is. So this is another way that reference could potentially be done. So that way you are able to have the librarian
like,
find
yeah.
the book and be able to virtually
So we're just going to show you Tyler
assist you with that process. But I'll go ahead and put this back here.
finding his book successfully. So again, this is just conceptual, but this is another use case that we are going to be testing. We have been in communication with Microsoft. They're also interested in both use cases, in the potential way that HoloLens and mixed reality can support the important work of LS professionals. Great job, Tyler. How you doing?
A little tired, as I said, but otherwise doing all right. Yeah. But yeah, so that's a little showcase of what can be done with the HoloLens. We're still, of course, exploring it, and we're going to continue exploring it probably the next semester. But I think that's all I have to show you, and so I'll hand it back over to Dr. Chow.
Thank you, Tyler. And we are going to be experimenting with the HoloLens at our upcoming graduation reception. So one of the things that we're also using this technology for is similar to Mozilla Hubs, creating social situations between people in person and people that are virtual. As you know, the iSchool is the largest LAS program in the nation and is entirely online. And so one of the things we want to do is kind of cut through that distance a bit, where we're using virtual reality and mixed reality to give our distance students more experiences of especially things happening on campus. All right, finally, really quickly, we're going to be purchasing this new device soon, is the Vario headset. So the Vario headset is actually one of the highest fidelity headsets on the market. This particular headset, so this is an example of a supermarket, and it's not a picture, it's actually a VR rendering. One of the things that you can use this for is the automatic eye tracking. So in this case, market product development and research, you basically can track a consumer as they walk down this aisle and what they look at and where they look at and how long they look at it. So we're really excited about this. This can certainly really help with, I think, the physical usability of library spaces as well as virtual spaces as well. All right, with that being said, now it's time to get into drones. And so real quickly before Dan shows you, demonstrates, or actually we'll both demonstrate, it can be used for digital literacy. Obviously, an inside drone in particular is quite eye-catching, quite a lot of fun, and of course you can use it for STEM programming. And our vision really, again, I'm out of frame, sorry, is that Dan has already done amazing innovations with the drone from the last time we presented at ALA, and she's going to show that to you right now.
Let's show the class scene first. That's okay. I'll just go play it. Stealing again! Okay. No! Forward. Nice. Oh my god! Stop! Move back. Stop! Earthquake, Joe! No thank you, 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 land. Can you ask him to land? Hey, can you land? You can come out. Oh my goodness, it's doing it. It's coming back. Okay. Okay, it's landed. Okay. Okay. Alright.
And what you saw there is the first program that Dan offered using the Teledrone, and she was showing the students how easy it is to use Scratch to program the drone to do different things. And again, Dan's going to show you one of the ways that she used Scratch to program her drone.
Alright, so this is how we write code in Scratch. There's a lot of sprites, and with each sprites there's code associated with them. Now I'm going to show you how this code works. Once I click the green button, the drone will follow my gestures. So let's see. Click it. On the other side, move down. Okay, move up, and then landing. Thanks.
Yeah, great job, Dan. And again, you saw that she added basically both sound and motion. So she's actually able to control the drone. So in the first video, you saw a father controlling the drone using his mobile app. But now what she's able to do is use a motion gesture to actually control the drone. So that's just, again, a real limited thing that you can do. But again, the drone technology is a real eye catcher. And again, connecting students with what drones can do, again, is a real close connection between programming and then what the programming can do. So, all right. With that being said, let's keep moving. I'm going to skip my hands-on drone presentation because we want to save time for the robots. So yeah. So let's bring on the robots. Sure, we'll adjust the camera. All right, so 1 second, whereas we shift. So Dan is going to demonstrate 4 robots, or no, 3, 2, two robots. Yeah. And again, similar to the drone technology, it is a very exciting, interesting, engaging way of connecting programming with actual actions and movement and behavior of robots. Her farm bot is quite also intriguing, which we may see, right? That's I think certainly the future of agriculture.
We were demoing the UST, they'll probably also see some art.
Okay.
And let me do that tour first. A bit more time, sorry.
No worries. So we're getting the technology ready. There we go.
Maybe towards because I was standing there. And,
We're adjusting the camera so that our robot gets the prime time.
all right, great. So
This is
the
Elsie?
transition. Yes,
Yep.
this is Elsie.
And do we have, is Elsie mic'd up?
Okay. Oh, I need the mic.
Yeah. So now we have to mic up Elsie the robot.
I think.
Or probably Dan the, yeah.
So they'll hear what I'm talking.
All right.
To the transition. Okay. So, hello everybody. Here is Elsie, our open source robot we got. So
let's start playing. I bet you can't find my tickly spot.
I touched the back of his head, and he's going to play a game with me. Okay, let's see. I think I accidentally actually touched something I shouldn't have been touching. So let me start the robot off again, and then everything you see here is developed in-house at Colorado City Library. So I'll show you how. Yeah, one
So
second.
Dan is revisiting her programming.
Yeah.
Given-
Everything I show you here is programmed with Python programming, and we'll wake Elsie up with the programming, the Python script. And then I will show you a few things it can do. It's some of the things we show to our customer, especially to younger kids, so they learn how robots works. Okay, that means Elsie is ready. So I'll try to touch its chain and ask it some questions. How are you?
You said, how are you? I'm doing good. How about you?
Okay, great. That means it's in a good mood. Okay, let's ask.
Way to go, Elsie.
Yeah, okay. Let's ask him to tell us a joke, okay? Tell me a joke.
You said, tell me a joke. The invention of the wheel was what got things rolling.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Now it's connected to various RESTful APIs. So I'm going to ask it how the weather looks like today. See if it can come back with some real time weather data, okay? How is weather?
You said, how is the weather? Few clouds, with a temperature of upper 286.62 Fahrenheit and lower 282.4 Fahrenheit.
Okay, that's better chest. That's the right.
Yeah, it's a little high.
A little high, right? I don't know where to get that number.
That's in the volcano.
Yes. So next, I'm going to ask Elsie to do a little dance for us. Can you dance?
You said, can you dance? Sounds fun. Hi everyone, let's dance.
Okay, that's a very short
I
dance.
appreciate it.
Okay. Now, as Dr. Chow has mentioned, during the pandemic, we also made a agriculture robot called FarmBot, and we've connected Elsie to the FarmBot. So now if I ask Elsie to do something, Elsie will know to ask FarmBot to do something too. So let's try that with the take a photo function. And I'll show you later on whether FarmBot received. We can verify that. See if FarmBot actually received the command, okay? Take a photo.
You said, take a photo. As you want. FarmBot, please take a photo. I will take one too.
Okay, I'll give you the
Smile, I am going to take some photos.
Okay, you probably won't be able to see it from the camera, but it actually take a photo
FarmBot,
for whatever
please take a
process.
photo.
Okay,
I will
again,
take one too.
Because I touched the something on top.
Smile, I
Okay,
am going
another
to take
one.
some
Okay,
photos.
let's try to get it in here. Yeah, hello. Okay, it's better. It's got Rosie and Tyler in it. All right, I'll move back.
All right, let's see the FarmBot.
Okay, I will probably have to. All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of our slides for a second and go to the FarmBot view. So we just asked, you will see here on the top, it's a bit small, but FarmBot said received a request from Elsie to take a photo, scheduled it on my to-do list, which just happened in our live demo. So if we go to the photos, so you will see the timestamp here, it's December 2nd, 2:45, right? That's a photo Elsie asked the FarmBot to take. Now, of course, I said FarmBot can do many things. So in this area, what you see is the simulator of the planter itself. And you can schedule tasks to run every day. So if we go to the events, you can see that every day, we asked the FarmBot to water all the plants at 8 o'clock. And at 9:30, we also asked it to take a photo of the plant. That's how we actually used the photos FarmBot took in 6 months and made a time lapse to show people how a carrot grows from seed to harvesting. All right, I'll move back to the slide. I think we've went through most part of it. So we can just jump over. I'll hand it back to Dr. Chow. By the way, it's great that Dr. Chow invited us to today's live streaming events, and we got a chance to fully use a lot of the devices we have at the library. So I move it to the future LTI lab slide, and Dr. Chow can continue.
Thank you, Dan. I also wanted to, again, compliment Dan on the FarmBot. So one of the things I loved about the FarmBot that she wasn't able to show was that it actually is connected to a GPS map or a GIS map that allows the FarmBot to know whether it needs to water a plant based on whether it's alive or not, right? And so just watching it and work, even though it's a really small example, it really shows the conservation of resources using, again, technology. So very, very impressive, and again, I think truly represents the future of agriculture moving forward. And again, that marriage between technology, sustainability, and using our precious resources in a most efficient way possible. So, all right, so really quickly, and then we will conclude. So why are we supporting libraries worldwide? So one of the things, would you guys say this was a learning experience? So one of the things that we all take away from this is learning from one another. So having the privilege of working with Dan, having the privilege to work with our LTI lab students, and we've also formed several other relationships with libraries both in California and across the country. And so one of the things immediately we've learned as we start to talk to our colleagues is that we teach each other things that we don't know. So every time we talk to another partner, we gain knowledge from them and they gain knowledge from us. The other thing is that we want to start offering virtual programming. So one of the other things that we've heard from libraries that are interested is that they don't have the resources or the space in order to actually offer this. And so similar to what we're doing here, first time ever, is doing live streams. We believe we're going to continue to do that and offer programming on behalf of other libraries so they don't have to do it. So we're really excited again about all the things we've been able to accomplish really in one semester. And Tyler, Rosine, and Irene again deserve so much of the credit for being the pioneers, the first graduate assistants of the Library Technology Integration Lab. Dover Library, James Weston. So James wasn't able to join us today, but he and Dover Library are also our second strategic partner, and they're located in Dover, Delaware, Massachusetts. Delaware, and they actually have been offering a technology library of things for over 10 years. And so he has developed policies, procedures, disclaimers, and again has worked with a lot of different types of technology. So we are definitely going to invite James to join us on a future live stream so that we can learn from all the things James and his outstanding library are doing. So that is it for our presentation. We have a lot of QR codes here, both our contact information, and I apologize, Irene, don't be mad at me. So we actually have a swag bag that we want to give away, maybe several. So please scan that QR code and submit your information, and you may be the lucky winner of our SJSU iSchool swag bag. So again, thank you very much for joining us on a Friday. Again, happy Aloha Friday from the San Jose State School of Information and Palo Alto City Library. I'm Dr. Anthony Chow. I can't thank again enough my colleagues, Dan Liu, Rosine, Tyler, Irene. You guys want to say hello, say goodbye over here?
Yeah, okay, I'll go to the room center, and then you can.
Yeah, and actually, do you guys have any final words? As we have we have 5 minutes left, so.
Okay.
Maybe you can talk just briefly about your experience as a member of the ITI lab.
Yeah, it's been a good experience. Certainly, learning how to use technologies and gaining experience in things I wouldn't otherwise never dreamed of even trying. Letting alone having expertise in. So it's been wonderful. Yeah, yeah.
Likewise, and this is a great opportunity for us to be a part of the LTI lab, and we want to continue our efforts in building the startup and making available technologies available for all.
For me, it is also great to have the chance to work with the iSchool, with Dr. Chow and the LTI lab. We had fun, as you can see from today's live streaming. We had fun with all kinds of technologies. By the way, Rosine, do you mind to hold this? I have one thing we forgot to mention.
Okay. Oh yes,
Oh,
of
yes.
course.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's our baby, the first robot Palo Alto City Library ever had. As you can see, it's a very delicate now robot. It can do delicate dances like Tai Chi dance. So with the partnership with iSchool, pretty soon we will be able to upgrade it to the next generation. So we will be able to live streaming it next time. So yeah, thanks again to the iSchool and Dr. Chow on the partnership.
Great, thanks guys. All right, so again, thank you very much for joining us at our first ever Library Technology Integration live stream. I think also Dale from the School of Information, and again, all of our tech staff at the School of Information for your support. Again, have a great weekend, and thank you very much for joining us.